Cancer, welcome to Star Tarot. This is your October 2018 general read. I'm so excited that you guys are tuning in at this point in time because, at this point, I'm like the gingerbread man with y'all. You literally have to catch me. It is 4:37 in the morning. I had tried to do y'all's read yesterday. The energy with y'all was so off that it was all over the place. So I happened to be up and I felt more compelled to go ahead and do the reading today, and I was called to use a different deck, one of my newer decks with y'all. It's a deck that I was going to use for my healing reads and will continue, so y'all got to break them in first. These are the Earth Warriors Oracle, and I love them. They are Native American, they're very tribal, they're very deep, they're very spiritual, and I'm just going to go ahead and dive in. Now, I did pull your cards already. I did look at these just to save time, and I will let you know that this is one of the first readings that, to me, is a true general read. There is so many different case scenarios that could be going on here, and I'm going to address every case scenario that I see. Lately, I've been doing readings, and it has been all love, 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 love. So I'm kind of excited that there is a little diversity with this reading. But this may or may not resonate with you. It's not going to resonate with everyone. We already know that. I say this, every single video. So if it does resonate with you, please like, share, subscribe, and comment, most importantly, because I like to see who this is resonating with. And if it is not, that is fine. The message just isn't for you at this point in time. And sometimes you want to be pretty damn happy about that, considering what the outcome is. Then you might want to schedule a personal, extended reading. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Going to go ahead and dive right in here. So the first overall energy card that you got was the Clan of the Wolf Heart. And it says that we are the ones we've been waiting for. So with this card, it's really, really in depth, but with this card, I am, as I've done a little bit of research, spent some time with the card, I'm just going to pretty much summarize, but I might read an insert from one of these cards just to let you know, only because they are brand new and they do go in depth, and sometimes there is a message that can be better delivered than I ever could because it's originating from the card. But for this overall energy, you're reaching out to people, or you're wanting to reach out to people in the month of October. You're trying to balance your being social in asking for help and also doing things on your own, because you've been doing so many things on your own. You've come to a place in your life, Cancer, where you need the help in one instance, but you want to be independent on the other. And then there might even be a situation where it's more of a need right now. You need to reach out to others. And you're becoming frustrated or even angry because you're feeling like you're needy. You don't want to be needy. Now, this could be you're needing advice, or you're needing support in some way, shape, or form. There's something that you are reaching out to others or wanting to reach out to others for, and that makes you kind of feel uncomfortable, right? Because that's not something that you would typically do. But what's also making you angry is that you feel like some of these individuals shouldn't have to be approached. You feel as if these people around you should know what you need, because they are around, they know exactly what you're going through at this point in time, and instead of them offering, you are having to reach out and ask for the help. And I don't think that you feel comfortable about this, Cancer. And you're fighting an internal battle on how to reach out and ask for help from others, and also safeguarding all of the things that you've worked for. So, for instance, you have worked so hard on a project or a relationship or whatever it is, and you're almost feeling like, because you are a giving person also, it's almost like, if I ask for this, what am I going to have to sacrifice later on? But you need to have this anger and balance, because Cancer, really, this is not about the people per se. You're starting to look at an inner truth within yourself, because I think I said this in the last reading, Cancer has a way of not allowing people to railroad them, but you have a way of not expressing yourself, not using your inner voice. So if someone is relying on you, instead of you being truthful with yourself and saying, hey, I can't, or I simply don't want to, you feel like it's your right, it's your burden to carry, because they're obviously needing it and they're coming to you, and sometimes that makes you feel valuable, that somebody is coming to you for the help and advice. So you jump to the loo, and then at the end of the day, you're not seeing much reciprocation in that. Okay, so this is what your overall energy is at this moment. So you did get another card for overall energy. And this is the card that says she guards the waters of light. So with this card here, when I broke down the meaning of this card, I'm just going to bring this a little closer. This card cautions you to consider very seriously the need to cut cords to negative or unhelpful influences in your life. Now, these two cards could not be standing next together by coincidence. So, with that being said, you are feeling very negative. Like I said before, you're feeling like these people are not helpful. You don't feel like you should have to ask for the help. They know your situation. You are an open book. So why in the hell would you need to go and ask for anything, especially if these are the people that have been in your life, are close to you, and you have helped? Not that you're looking for a pat on the back. It's just that now it's time for you to be in need. And no one's stepping up for that. And right now, you're knowing that you may have to cut the ties with some of these individuals, because you don't like the way that this is making you feel. You don't feel like you need to let anybody know that you need help when you know that they know. Why are they not offering it? That's making you feel negative. It's like, what is it about me that you can't help me? It's making you angry. Why are you watching me struggle after knowing what I've been through and what I'm going through, and I thought we were better than that. This is your energy right now. And so with this card, it says, out of darkness, the light is born. This is your focus for the month of October 2018, Cancer. So I am going to read a quick sentence or two with this, because this these cards are so related, it's almost ridiculous. It says, all issues can be healed through the unlimited recourse and creative resources of the divine. You are destined to be a part of a creative solution for any issue that you have in your life or that exists in the world and touches your heart. The issue only exists so that the divine genius can solve it. Struggles are sometimes the best way for us to learn something we need to understand for our life journey. Absolutely. So, Cancer, this is what you need to learn from this situation. You need to use your inner voice, and you need to understand that you need to put up barriers, and you need to make better choices right now, moving forward, in the relationships that you build with people that are friends, family members, and possible love interests. This is what this is all about, because these people, some of these people that are around you, are not here to provide anything. They're not here to bring anything to the table. Not friendship, not relationship. They're here to obtain something. Okay, Cancer. And so I need you to really take note and take evaluation right now, especially after this reading, which I'm going to conclude here, and take some time to really, you need to do some inventory. Okay? So, getting right into the read, I'm like, what is going on with the Cancer? Like, why are they feeling this way? And instantly, the Ten of Swords comes out. Okay? You're being backstabbed. You know, it's just a lot of going on. I mean, if you see in the picture, you know, there are tons of swords in her back. You know, and the quick meaning to this is endings. But when I look at it, I'm like, why is this ending? Like, what is going on? I mean, look at that. Look at how many swords are in her back. Friends, family members, co-workers, you know, just so much. And so this is an inevitable end. So in the month of October, you are going to be like the Queen of Swords. It's going to be like off with your head, bitch. Like, I just don't got that to do. There's endings. Now, right now, in the beginning stages of this reading, you are down and out. You are suffering from all of this backstabbing, right? So you're not in the off with the head energy yet. You just know that you're done. Because that's what happens, right? When we feel like something emotional happens that's devastating to us, we suffer the blow first, and then there's recovery. So the Four of Swords indicates that, you know, once you really, you know, come up against this blow of all these people coming up against you, and we're going to go through this and see exactly who is doing this or going to do this, but you're going to have a time of recovery, and you're going to need it. You're going to need to pull back. You're going to need to evaluate, and you're going to need to recover from this, because in this, there's going to be hard truths within yourself that you're going to have to deal with. So it's almost like there's going to be several deaths here. It's going to be disconnecting from the people that hurt you, backstabbed you, talked about you, but you're also going to be in rest because now you have to get rid of this old individual that was you that just allowed all of this negative energy in your life. And I mean, look at it. You've spent so much time in defense. If you look at this card here, there's so many different lighted wands, coming to this, up against this individual. And there you are, constantly defending. So for some of you, this is a relationship that you are constantly defending. And all of those swords were other people in your circle that were like, oh, no, that ain't gonna work. That ain't it. And you continued to hold your position. You had courage enough to say, this is an obstacle because these are the people that are close to me, but I'm going to defend this relationship. So let me just side note right here. This is not a full love reading right now. So if you're thinking about clicking the fuck off because you think this is another, oh my God, love reading, like I said in the beginning, this is not just about love. So stay tuned and see if this reading is truly for you, okay? So with the Six of Wands, you were hoping to have victory in this holding your position, in this defending that you did in this relationship. So we're going to address the relationship situation first. But you know what? It was a losing battle. It's something that you ended up having to put your swords down and walk away from because something did not work out in that relationship. Now, this is not about the relationship ending per se. This is the fact that you had to put your swords down. This is what I'm saying. You couldn't fight anymore. You wanted the victory. You had to put your swords down. And what I'm hearing is for some of you, there was a situation where you had to leave a relationship. And so now you got to put your swords down because you have nothing left to defend, right? So now you don't have the relationship. You severed some relationships with your friends and family members for this love relationship. And now you're feeling like you're left out in the cold because now you don't feel like you can go and seek the support and the advice that you need emotionally from this breakup because you continue to be in this defense mode concerning this relationship and this person. And so now you're feeling like, in clarifying the Five of Pentacles, you're feeling like, I got people in and out of my life all the time because that's what the Knight of Swords is. Now, this also could be he or she. This is, not gender-based. You might be feeling out in the cold from this person that was coming in and out of your life, and you were defending that activity with friends and family, and now that you've decided to no longer fight that with your friends and family because, you know what, you got pretty sick of the shit too. So you ended up walking away. So now you're feeling like, where do I go? I don't have this love interest that I thought, I was going to have the victory with. And I don't have the friends and family members that, because I was on defense with them, considering this fly-by-night person. So here I am, all alone, and I need to ask for help. And for some of them, I think they know the situation, and maybe they're just sitting back and they're not willing to give you any advice because it's the I told you bitch type of situation. But there is going to be justice in this situation, Cancer, because at the end of the day, the way that you're feeling about cutting off the negative cords with people. Some of these people, you're going to cut the ties, so those negative cords are going to be gone, and you're going to replace those people with more positive people, and you're going to, in this moment of restoration, you're going to restore, and you are going to come out of the darkness and into the light. And so with that is where justice will be served unto you. And I believe that you will be able to move on from this situation, and you'll also be able to move on from these individuals that claim to love you and, want to be there for you. So that's the first case scenario. So the second case scenario that I see is that, let's start back at the top. The Ten of Swords. So this is friends and family members. Friends and family members are starting to really come up against you. Okay, there's a lot that's going on, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of gossiping, and you decide that, this is hurting so bad. You decide, you're going to put an end to all this. You got to walk away. You can't be dealing with these people. So you kind of go in hiding. And for some of you, I'm hearing that this may have even caused some medical or physical ailments other than you just being, needing to have some moment to yourself and really rest up. There was it really took a toll on you, is pretty much what I'm saying. And that is because, you were on defense with these friends and family members. There was something that they were giving you challenge on, and you had the victory at one moment. I don't know for sure what this is. I feel like this is a decision that you made. This might be something that has to do with work or a personal situation that a personal journey that you were going on, that people were trying to, and I think at the time, Cancer, people were trying to talk you out of it, and you were defending the situation. You were trying to explain yourself, why you wanted to do that, why this was good for you, and you did have the victory, or you wanted to have the victory, but you had to put your swords down. It was a lost battle. So either you just decided to no longer do this thing or be a part of this thing that you wanted to do because it was too much to defend yourself, too much, and they got the victory. They put the pressure on you so badly that you just gave up and you just walked away. And that left you feeling out in the cold because you felt unsupported. Now, for some of you, this could be may have something to do with religious factors. This could be, I no longer want to be, at the church, or maybe I want to go to church. Like, there could be something in a family or friend dynamic that has to do with religious factors here. But whatever it was, you then felt isolated. You felt isolated. And, there was some people that were kind of in and out, kind of like, hey, but no real support. It was like once they knew that you wanted to make this decision and you even had it on your mind, even though you put your defenses down and you allowed them to win, you still felt out in the cold because it's like, you didn't really support me in my decision, and, you kind of deal with me now and you kind of don't. And so that's the other case scenario. So again, though, you will get justice in this situation because even though they're friends and family members, it's still a negative feeling. This is a negative feeling, Cancer. You should never feel out in the cold when you have friends, family members, and loved ones, period, around you. And you're working on ending this. You know how this is making you feel. You know that this is giving you a negative mindset. And so you are going to focus on you. You're going to focus on using your inner voice and saying, "Hey, I don't want to deal with this anymore." You're either in or you're out. Not this wish-washy. You either support me or you don't. But you in and out leaves me feeling like I'm out in the cold. I can't even embrace the moments that you're here because this in and out is inconsistent enough to know that I'm alone. I'm alone in this. So you're going to replace these people. That is your focus for the month of October. Really finding your tribe, ironically enough. You're going to need to find your tribe, and you're going to need to find your inner voice to cut this negative bullshit out. Okay? You need to do it. And it looks like in the month of October, you're going to have justice. You are going to exercise this. You are literally, doing the right thing. You're going to be working on this. And so this is what has been going on with you. Like this overall energy, it was so displaced for me. Like I'm telling you, I could not focus. So I can't even imagine what you may have been going through. But it definitely, the energy is definitely rough. But what I am going to do, one last thing, is I am going to take a postcard from the Spirit. I love these as well. I feel like these postcards from the Spirit, they really give you guidance. And they are from the Spirit world. Okay. Okay, it's stuck together. Okay, come on. Alright. Okay, this is your message. I always like to look it over first. Sometimes the print on here is really small, so I'm like, maybe I do. I'm like, do I need my glasses on? For these I sometimes do. I usually use my glasses for reading, but alright, so this is your message from the Spirit, Cancer. So just listen closely. And I did not select this. I shuffle these just like I do the tarot and the oracle cards. So this message is divine. It's from the divine, and it's for you specifically. It says, if you allow your awareness to settle in, you will hear us whispering sweetness and encouragement to you. You will know the truth of things that cannot be discerned through the material world. The receiver for this kind of essential knowing is your intuition, which is not your sixth sense, but your first, the primary navigational system of your soul. You are entering the age of consciousness. It's time to accept that the paranormal is normal. Human beings are multisensory, multi-dimensional beings. Spirit infuses all things, and your soul's job is to discover those essential truths here on earth, where we all agreed to play. Today, trust your spidey senses, read between those lines, tune into the stories behind the stories, and your world will show you miracles. Fear not, for we are right here, and Spirit loves you. Okay, so that is what I got. And it's saying, you need to trust your intuition. You need to know that you are your first navigational system. Your soul is. You are now entering an age of consciousness, and you need to accept that there are people, there is outside spiritual truth that can definitely help you with whatever you need. And yes, there is story behind the story. But your show, your decisions will show miracles. So don't fear. You don't have to fear that you're not going to be heard, you're not going to be loved. You just need to know that the people that are around you aren't meant to be around you. And you need to find a new tribe. Okay? Cancer, that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. And I really hope that you find some solitude. And I hope that you find these like-minded people, because it's imperative. And I think that you really need it. And again, I thank you for tuning in. And like, share, subscribe, comment if you like. It's definitely appreciated. And I will see you guys soon. I will see you on the other side in love and light.